Hello, Warrior families. This is Mr. Yancey. I hope you are doing well and prepared for the beginning of our school year. As you know, tomorrow starts the beginning of our school year. The first 2 days of school will just be a time for teachers to get to know students, students to get to know teachers, students to understand the expectations that teachers have for them in their courses, etc. So the first 2 days, there's no curriculum, there's no homework. So please make sure that your students are aware of that. We do expect them to log on at specific times. I'm going to go over that. Make sure that parents also understand all of the technology that is available to them as we go through remote learning. As I said to you prior to this video and another video and in my email communications, the remote learning is going to look much different than it's looked in the past, specifically in the spring. We're going to have different expectations for our students, and our teachers are going to do things much differently than they did them in the spring to increase engagement. As you know, our mission at Western North is to ensure learning by effectively engaging every student every day, and that's what we're going to be about as we're home and away from each other for the first parts of this school year. So I have a few things to share with you. I look forward to a great opening for the school year. We developed this bell schedule, as per the superintendent's directive, that the school day would end at 1:25. This was communicated probably the end of July, that the school day would have to end at 1:25 for our students. And so we developed this bell schedule, and the idea behind it is we're trying to give our students a routine that they can follow throughout this remote learning period. And then also, if and when we return to either a blended model or full-time schooling, they're already in that same schedule. They're in that same routine. So we want them to be prepared for that and have that same thing going, regardless of what type of schooling we're going to be under. So essentially, students are going to be available during the period of time that they have a teacher, and a teacher is going to be available for that student during that period of time. So teachers will do live lessons during their period of time. They may do taped lessons that they put out at that time with a discussion board so that students can answer questions or ask questions. There may be quizzes that go online during those periods of time. There may be an opportunity for students to have live discussions in a Google conference session. So there are many things that can happen during that period of time, but the bottom line is teachers are going to be available to students from that period or for that period, and students, we need you to be available for teachers for that period. So for example, if you have Algebra 1 first period, you would be available to your teacher or ready to go at 7:25 each day for Algebra 1, and your teacher would be available to you. If you absolutely can't make a class because of whatever circumstances, please communicate that to a teacher. Make sure they know all of the lessons and all of the activities that teachers do will be recorded, and you'll be able to watch them at another time so that you can still get the material. And as long as you're communicating to your teachers, I think everything will work out fine. So please make sure you do that. Once again, this is all about establishing a routine for your students, and students being able to keep in that same routine when they return to either the blended model or the regular school day. So that's our bell schedule, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the technology that's available to our parents. A slideshow that was put together by our ed tech department. And it's a student technology guide. So as they prepare to parent and student technology guide. So as they prepare to get on remote learning, we want parents to be as up to speed on technology as the students are. I will share this presentation with you, and please notice that all of the links within this presentation will be in yellow text, and so you will be able to actually click on a link to go places that you need to go to be most successful with understanding the technology. So As you know, our whole platform is Schoology. Schoology is our learning management system. All courses should be done through Schoology. Face-to-face learning and digital learning and what have everything should be done through Schoology. That is the platform. That is the platform that I'll be using to communicate to families. That teachers should be using to communicate to families. And course delivery, Schoology conferencing, everything should be done using Schoology. If you need help with setting up a parent account, I sent it in an email to you recently, but these links will actually give you more directions and some step-by-step directions on how to get your Schoology account up and running so that you as a parent can have the same access that your student has. And in the parent dashboard, you'll be able to set up your notifications so that you'll get an email or a text alert if you actually add the app that tells you, hey, your son or daughter had an assignment due. Please make sure that you check this on their page. And you can also set it so that if you ever get any updates from a teacher or updates from me, you'll get a notification. So there's all kinds of different ways to do that. Again, you'll have this slide deck so that you can revisit it to make sure you understand how to change those settings. And on the parent dashboard, so you'll know what you'll see. It looks a lot like Facebook. It's how posts are made, and you'll be able to keep up on updates. And you'll also be able to see in the upper right-hand corner your own name and then any of your students' names here, so you can actually go in and see your students' work. And so you can see their recent grades, you can see their overdue work, upcoming assignments, you can see all of their upcoming assignments in a calendar format. You can click on whatever courses they're entered into. So you'll be able to see all of these things that your student is able to see. This is what a course page is going to look like. You'll be able to see all the assignments that have been graded. You'll be able to see where Schoology conferences have been held. All of them are saved for up to 7 days so that you can access any of the Schoology conferences that were held with your students. And then you'll be able to see all the upcoming assignments, any discussions that are taken on or that are being taken care of. So please understand that teachers will be using Schoology conferences for live synchronous instruction. And there's a video on how to use Schoology conferences and how to join and view a Schoology conference as a document and as a video so that you can make sure you're up to speed on Schoology conferencing. They will not be using Google Meets for live synchronous instruction. They will be using Schoology conferences. And you can send messages to your teachers as a parent. So click here to compose a message. That'll be in the upper right-hand corner, and it'll go directly to the teacher. So you don't have to open up your email and, oh, I need to email that parent or that teacher. Well, now you can do it right from Schoology. So it's a one-stop shop for being able to communicate with the teachers. You can actually send a message as a student too to the teachers. So you can do it right from within the Schoology course that they're a part of. You also can receive messages. So you can actually set up a parent email digest that will send you weekly or daily email reports of your children's activity. And so, every Sunday I have it set up to show me my children's email or activity for the week, and you can review, okay, what are they up on? What do they need help on? And are they missing anything? So you can keep up with what your students are doing remotely. I do recommend that you download the Schoology app because you'll get notifications right to your phone. Please note, though, that some of the functions aren't going to be the same as what you see on the actual Schoology page. We also have some other helpful Schoology links as a part of this presentation. I'm not going to go through all of those. PowerSchool also is something that you're going to want to join. We do ask that you are to fill out all of your forms on PowerSchool. If you have not done that yet, please make sure that you do that. And then there are directions on how to do parent PowerSchool app navigation so that you can be able to keep up with what's going on in PowerSchool as well, because teachers will keep grades in there. This is how you would go to log into PowerSchool. You go to our website, click on the PowerSchool, and then click on the parent portal, and then use your login. If you're having trouble with login, please email Mrs. Wallace at Westerville North. She's in our People Services Department. You can find her email right on our website, westervillenorth.com. This is what a parent home screen might look like. You'll be able to see this code down here is what you need to set up your online, your mobile app, PowerSchool, and your student would need that same code. And then you'll be able to create a parent account using Schoology, etc., using this same code information. Again, fill out your forms on PowerSchool. The other thing is that you're going to want to make sure that you get those filled out as soon as possible, because we need correct contact information. We're actually setting up our email system now so that all parents in the system will receive emails instead of just one parent per student. So we're getting that set up. So you want to make sure you got all those forms filled out correctly. You also need to talk to your students about logging into Chrome. If they log into Chrome, it happens automatically on a Chromebook, but if they have another computer that's not a Chromebook, they need to log into Chrome so that they can get all of the information that they need automatically brought to their web browsing experience. And there's a video on how to do that if they need more information. All of our students have the Google account G Suite. I've already sent emails to all of our students. Teachers will be sending emails to students. They've already started, I know. Parents should be getting emails from teachers as well. But make sure that they know what they have the capability to do. They can set up Google Calendar. They can work on Google Docs, upload those docs to Schoology. It's all connected. So parents, students do have Gmail capabilities, as we said. Talk to your students, though, about writing an email and how to do it correctly. These are not text messages that we're sending to our friends. We need our students to understand professionalism when it comes to writing an email. So go through this with them to make sure they're on the same page. Again, when you're signed into Chrome, you're going to get these managed bookmarks, and it'll show in the toolbar and grade level bookmarks, etc. So you'll know exactly what access or what accounts they have access to. The Clever is usually used in the elementary school, but it's something that you can use uses a student's Google account to log into everything in the district provides tech tool wise. So you can also explore that opportunity. We also have the Google Read and Write extension, so that that will actually read student materials, highlight and organize student work. Check that out. Quatio works with PDFs, tests and exams, and more. You can check that out by clicking on this link. And then, if you need more information about accessibility, you can go to the Special Education Technology site as well. It is important that every student reads the acceptable use policy. Make sure they do that. All parents should read that as well. You can find it by clicking there. And we are hiring student success coaches. We're going to be monitoring student attendance and engagement on a daily basis. So teachers will be able to monitor how often students log on to their course. They will be able to monitor who shows up for live sessions. They will be able to monitor who's actually accessing certain parts of the course, if they've accessed assignments, if they've kept up on their homework, if they've kept up on their schoolwork, their classwork. All of that can be monitored. And if students start to slack off and we don't hear from them, we're going to follow up with our student success coaches and our school secretary, our school attendance secretary. She's going to be on top of this. We will be marking attendance in the system, as far as PowerSchool goes, so that we report that to the state. So it's very important that your students, as I said previous video in the bell schedule video, they have to communicate with their teacher when they're not going to be available. So this person is going to be really working closely with students who are struggling with technology. They'll try and make sure that everything gets fixed if something's wrong with any of the pieces of tech equipment, etc. So please make sure that you, once we get the names of our success coaches, I'll email those out to parents and their contact information. If you still need help, please reach out to your teachers with questions. You can reach out to me with questions. There are tons of links in this presentation, so please make sure you go do that. And then there are also some useful forms that you can sign out for getting extra tech support Just click on any of these yellow links once again. Thanks to all the individuals in the district that helped make this possible. And I'm going to do one more thing regarding the paying of fees. You can pay your school fees. We have not collected all of our school fees as yet. I think we had about 700 students that had not paid their fees for the school year. It's very important that we get these for general instructional supplies and our class fees. I'm going to send you this link so you have it so that you can pay these fees. Normally you have to pay a convenience fee to use this site, but the district is picking up that cost for the next couple of weeks, actually, till about August 31st. So if you weren't able to bring a check or haven't been able to log on and use this system yet, please do so soon so that you don't have to worry about paying that convenience fee. The district does pick that up for this process. Again, thank you to those who brought checks to material pickup, and to all of you who have paid online already. We really appreciate it. Look forward to everybody else taking care of this as soon as you can. Once again, I'll send this link as well as a link to the other presentations that I've shared with you so that you have everything that I've talked about in today's video. All right, Warriors, I know I've shared a lot of information with you. I just want to make sure that you have what you need to have to start the year: your bell schedule, all of your technology tools, and all of the access that you need to be successful in remote learning. I have a lot of confidence in you. I have a lot of confidence in our teachers, and I have a lot of confidence in our parents that we're all going to come together as a Warrior Learning community to make this thing happen for our kids. Yes, it's not ideal, but it is something that we can be successful at, and we're going to work really hard to make sure that we are. If ever you have any concerns, if you're ever struggling at all during this time, please reach out to me. Please reach out to school counselors, to the school administrators that you met in the last video. We're here to take care of you, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that you are successful. I hope you enjoy a great start to the school year tomorrow and Friday, and look forward to your content starting to be delivered on Monday, August 24th. If you're a WVA student, you should expect to hear from the WVA administrators and or the teachers that you have for WVA. Your classes don't begin until September 1st. Looking forward to a great year together, Warriors. Talk soon.